Hey everyone, it's us again,
Hello,
Waveform Mountain. This time,
I'm here.
that's Seb. Seb's here. It's Waveform Mountain plus
I-
Seb. So why are we here today, Seb?
well, you two each made a video, a music video, and I believe this one is only 30 seconds long.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it's for Everything Changes, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're
And
gonna watch those and react to them.
and for each
I
of
don't
our
know what
yep,
I don't know what they are.
and for each of our songs, we're doing for several of our songs that we're releasing, we're doing this video competition. It's a challenge between Candace and myself to see who can make the cooler, better, funnier, whatever, the better video, whatever way we judge it better. Last video we had was for the tower, and Candace just won that hands down because theirs was so good. Um, but mine was cool too. So go back and watch that if you haven't watched it yet.
Yeah.
And I think that we both outdid ourselves on the last video. So I think we're not expecting to outdo ourselves again on this video. So we'll preface that as well. So
Yeah, I feel like it's like when you have the inspiration to do something really insane, go for it. And when it's not like, if the idea is simpler, I'm just sticking with that. So we'll see if there's another crazy one. I don't think I can top the tower one, but I still like how this one turned out in its own way. So
exactly. And someone may have noticed I'm sporting some headgear here.
what are you doing?
I'm showing
Like,
off our amazing potential future merch
Waveform now.
for Waveform Mountain. I don't know if you can see that, but Candace made this for me for my birthday. This is our next song that's coming out. Our next song is coming out in just under 2 weeks, Exhale. This is our favorite song on the album. This is 10
yeah.
minutes of Waveform Mountain gloriousness. So get excited, those of you who are following.
Exhale is definitely a favorite, but I think Everything Changes, which is the one we're doing today, is mostly in our top three. I feel like it's usually like
Yeah, it's one of
Exhale,
my
Ignite,
favorites.
which just came out, and
It's in my
Everything
top
Changes are the
five.
ones
I
we
fluctuate. I
list.
fluctuate on a few. I Want It Back gets up there quite a few times, and sometimes is
Oh my
ahead.
God, I always forget about one of the songs, and
And
then
and sometimes 1995 gets up there too. All of which are
I'm
coming on our
not on
album
all
in
the songs,
exactly
so
1 month today. Exactly 1 month today, on May 3rd, because it's April 3rd. Our album processing will be out, and I'm so excited. But let's get to today's reaction.
this time we're doing Dad's video first because we're alternating who goes first. Is
all
there
right.
anything you want to say, Dad, before we do it?
I found it difficult to get as excited about this video as I did about the last one, but it turned out better than I expected based on just having such a great concept last time and knowing how great your concept was last time. So I'll get mine open and ready. You guys get them loaded on your side, and then we'll do a countdown. So this is going to be my music video to a 30-second clip from Everything Changes. So Candace will count us down.
Okay, I'm gonna mute us and I'm gonna do counts. 3, 2, 1.
So you finally know what you want. Then everything changes. So you finally know where you are. Then everything changes. There's no predicting fate. Imperfect futures lie in wait. So you finally know who you are. When everything changes.
That was awesome. That was so awesome.
Oh, just that was great. That was great.
That was
Good.
so good.
So
The Spock part was hilarious to me.
it was
Yeah, I like the shower. That was really funny. But like,
Yeah, that
okay,
was that was great. It was like it was a good concept. It was well edited, emotional, but also like self-aware and funny. That was great.
well, I thought a couple things on it. One is this was a concept I wrote down when we were talking about doing full music videos. And I actually wrote down a simple step-by-step process for each of us to film a full music video using the three of us doing that similar type of effect. So I thought, okay, I'll just shorten it down to just be me doing it. And it's interesting because if you can slow it down and watch frame by frame, you can see the 8 different shots, some of which
Yeah.
are duplicate, but mostly they're separate. Like there's 8 different places that I am from up on the mountain to in the shower. But the first one turned out great. Like the fridge one looked the best. And I had
I thought they all looked great.
had to reshoot the music one because originally we did it in a bunch of different places. Like I was playing in different parts of the studio, and it was just too chaotic for the eye. So I thought, okay, if it's starting with me at the keys and then moving backwards towards the drums, and then I end up on the drums in Tracy's house coat.
That's awesome.
I thought that was
So-
great.
Yeah, I thought that was great too. So was there like was there like a story element to it, or kind of just like random?
Only I was taking the lyrics literally, and also thinking about the fact that everything changes was you had based it on dealing with my Parkinson's diagnosis, and so therefore it was ending up being confusing or worse at the end. So ending up in the shower is like what? Ending up weeding, like weeds instead of cake. It was like, what? Like, you wouldn't want this. And then, like, technically, lastly, ending up drumming was because I ended up starting drumming because of Parkinson's, right? So everything
I wondered if
that
that's
was
what you meant. Yeah,
a specific
I also
thing.
wondered that.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
it's kind of sad.
it is, but
Well,
also
but
you did
funny.
it with a
but funny.
sort of funny attitude, and I feel like that kind of, I could see the song being interpreted that way, because it's kind of like saying like, well, shit happens and you got to deal with it.
Yeah.
But you can find some humor in that, and it doesn't mean your life is over just because everything's changing. So
Yeah. And the other
Yeah.
aspect was the fact that the arpeggiated sound in the chorus is supposed to be representing the tarot card that we work from, the 8 of staves or staves, and it's the 8 staves. So it's 8 things coming at you. So it's 8 different places rapidly, so that I had the idea, but I didn't know if visually you'd be able to watch 8 things go by and see what had just happened. But it was just long enough that I knew eyes looked at things very quickly. So you flash something in front of somebody and they're like, I just saw a truck, or I just saw something, right? So,
Yeah, it's cool. It's like it gives you the impression of what's happened, but I don't think I could, like, I definitely could not name the 8 things that happened in each one, but I could if I tried really hard, probably,
Did you notice anything that happened in each one other than Spock or drums or?
Well, I mostly
Carrots?
just like noticed the start and end, obviously, because you see that for longer. But I got a vague impression of all these different things happening.
Yeah.
Like I could tell that you were playing different musical instruments at the end. And I could tell, obviously, that you were going to different places. But like, it is hard to take in all that information.
Yeah, it's literally so it's 3 different basses singing into a microphone, playing electric guitar, drums, and keyboards.
That's
That
awesome.
was great, though. That was
Okay,
so
and
much
then-
higher energy than I expected, I guess. The editing made
and it was
feel
so clean. It was so
intense.
good.
It was a whole
Yeah.
day of filming because we went up Mount Zuhalem, we went to Maple Bay. You see me in the produce department at Thrifty's, the garage, the greenhouse out back, in the studio with the Waveform Mountain sign behind me.
Wait,
Nice.
sign? What sign?
Well, I just put the logo on the TV, so I'm standing in the studio and you can see the TV and
Oh,
you can see Waveform Mountain behind me.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah, I'm
rewatch that for
definitely-
sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to watch that multiple times through to
Awesome.
see all the details.
Ready for
I
yours?
don't- Yeah, but I think it's pretty. We'll see. It's so weird to go second.
I know.
Like I kind of prefer it, but it's also like kind of weird because it's like it like affects the tone of like watching yours is when the other one's already happened.
Yeah, like last time
Yeah.
I really wanted to go second, but then I ended up wishing I'd gone first.
Yeah.
so that it could have been like, oh, yours is so much better, because I knew it was so much better, but
Yeah. Okay.
well, I've got yours queued up. Anything you want to say?
I think it speaks for itself.
Okay,
So
cool.
Okay.
yeah, let's do it.
So you finally know what you want. Then everything changes. So you finally know where you are. Then everything changes. There's no predicting fate. Imperfect futures lie in wait. So you finally
Oh my God.
I had a feeling. I was like, did they both do the same
I
concept with the flicking between 8 different shots? But that was cool. That was different.
I wondered, and I think at one point in time I had asked you if you remembered the video idea I had because I couldn't remember if I told you my video idea for the full video.
I don't think you ever told me that video idea, but I don't really know. Like I was like, did I get this? If I did, it was like a year ago. Like I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. It was easily last June or something like that when I was
Yeah,
coming up
exactly.
with
I don't
video
know.
ideas.
I don't know.
So I thought it was great that you did the yourself younger, and then you seem to go through like you get older. Like your cuts are really
Yeah.
quick, but it seems to be you're getting older through your teen years, and then you're yourself. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
cool. I like
Yeah.
it.
It took me a long time to find the footage
Right.
and do it. And I guess like this is not what I wrote the song about at all, because you guys know what I wrote it about. But when Sarah was listening to it, she was like, this would be a really good song for like coming out or like coming into your gender identity or like changing or whatever, because
Right.
yeah, like it could totally apply to like thinking you know who you are and then things change and you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah,
feel like
and
that really applies to like queerness and
Yep.
like gender and stuff. So the idea for me was just to like capture like younger versions of myself that really felt like I knew stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Like when you're a little
don't
kid, you know who you are as a little kid because you're a kid. You're just yourself. And as you get
yeah,
older, you start defining yourself as whatever, and then you get clearer and clearer pictures of who you are. And a lot of times, those pictures of who you are based on the circumstances around you, the people you associate with, how you react in those groups until you start finding your own way and figuring out who you actually are, right? So,
yeah, exactly.
yeah,
And
that's
it's
cool.
funny because I was thinking when I was making this that like throughout my whole life it's just going to be like more and more and more of a change. But also like getting to the age now, like being in solidly in my 30s, and like I look different than I
Yeah.
did when I was 20, and that's like I think it's interesting because it's like I know that obviously there's so much farther to go, but like the difference, like when you're younger, even though you're growing up, you're not really like looking more like, I was gonna say you're not really looking more like an adult, but like I feel like it's weird to like see how much your face has changed and how much you have changed over a decade when it's the first time you've gone through a decade as an adult.
Right.
Like it's like I
Yeah.
think there's I'm guessing a specific thing about like 30s, because it's like when you're like 0 to 10, obviously you change. When you're like 10 to 20, that's like
Tons of change.
yeah, you've changed like
20 to 30
infinitely.
doesn't feel like as much until you see it.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
exactly
Yeah.
it. Until
Yeah.
you see it, and then you see those pictures and you see the way you respond. And I just had a really hard time finding footage of myself when I was young, but I was really stoked because the first video is from when I'm 13, which is exactly 20 years ago.
Well, I love the fact that, and I think that maybe we should release them this way, that if you put yours first and mine last, they bookend each other. It starts with you drumming and it ends with me drumming.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, that was cool.
I was like,
I noticed that as well. I was like,
also, my drumming in that video almost totally lines up with the beat in this song,
Yeah.
which is
Really?
fucking random. Yeah, like
I wasn't
it's
like,
like
I
it's
didn't
not
really
exactly.
register that. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh,
That was
that's
fun.
really funny. The first time we've done something similar at
Yep.
all to each other.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I can guarantee that the next video that we do, mine won't be anything like yours.
Okay.
As I said, I've come up with a concept that doesn't directly relate to the music video, but I like it, right? It's just, I'm going to put this to the
Okay.
music.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Cool.
are we supposed to determine who won?
I suppose we leave it to YouTube usually, but I mean, last time it was obvious that Candace won.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
one time we left it to YouTube, but then you were like, I got 7 likes on TikTok and you got 5 or something, so I won. And I was like, I don't think that's fair.
That's true. We need a poll.
Yeah, we need a poll. We need some. I think YouTube but I'm mostly saying that because I think I did win the first one in our comment section on YouTube
I'm pretty sure
specifically.
you did.
But you won
Yeah.
on social media likes. So
Right.
Hmm.
Exactly.
How do you measure success?
how do you measure success?
By a
is the
feeling
real
in your
question.
heart.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel that
I
you
feel-
both won.
I feel like Dad won, to be honest. I think they're close. Like I don't think it's as much of a like with the tower. I went like so fucking psycho for that one, so
Yeah.
it was like immediately.
Yeah.
I feel like they're close, but I feel like Dad won. I feel like it's a little cleaner. I feel like it's a little more interesting. I still like mine, and I like the
Yeah.
concept of mine, and I think mine could be the sort of thing that somebody could use as a trend. Like somebody could redo that.
Right.
Yeah.
With pictures of themselves, and maybe they would want to do that. But I think your video is better. So
I kind of agree, but mostly like it's hard to decide, but I noticed that the main point of editing together on those beats, I think Dad's were more precisely edited to match the beat. For, at least on
3 frames.
when I was playing it back, I looked like it.
3 frames per beat. Exactly 3 frames.
I probably spent 3 hours just trying to get them online because I was just dragging. Like
I'm sorry
I don't
for
have good
saying
software.
that it wasn't as
No.
precise.
You know,
I think Dad's was more precise.
Okay.
I'm just not fancy with good software. Well, I think people should still vote for their favorite. I
Yes.
think Dad won, but like, I don't know. Let's see. And yeah, I mean, we only have one more of these officially, which is for Ignite.
Yeah, the song is already out, so
Yeah, that's right. So you can prepare. I do have one idea for it, but I think it's too crazy, but we'll see. So either it's going to be kind of medium, or it's going to be like the tower.
oh.
But my idea is currently in the realm of way too hard and insane, but it's kind of stuck in my head, so we'll see.
Mine's kind of stuck in my head too, and mine is kind of like, that doesn't really make a lot of sense, and how would I exactly do that? But I'll try. So
Yeah.
that's where
Cool.
I'm at. Look forward to Waveform Mountain reacting to Ignite. So
That's right.
any last words before we sign off?
Yo,
Yo-ba-do. Are you excited for the album?
Yeah.
Excellent.
I mean, I've already like heard the whole thing.
So have
Yeah.
I.
Part of it, but
It's weird. It's weird how we all 3 of us seem to have heard it.
it is.
It's like,
Yeah.
I know, backwards and forwards, like to the point of insanity. But no, I mean, it's gonna feel like good to have it out, I think, just because we started working on this in
January 2022, you
Yeah.
proposed the idea.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So over 2
Yeah.
years ago now that we started. Yeah.
It'll be cool to I mean, it's not like we're like done after that, but it'll be cool to like feel like it's a little wrapped up. Are you trying to show off your hat again?
I am, because if I turn it like this, then the reflection goes on the dragon and you can really see it.
It's just funny because you just look like you're going like,
Yeah.
Oh, here, I'll just check my phone for a sec.
there you go. That's more natural. Just like,
Well, that's enough of that.
that's the frame.
Subtle.
This
Here,
isn't even available
wait.
merch, so I think the other question is, do you want to see this as Waveform Mountain merch? I mean, look at this. Look at that colors. There, we got a frame. Okay.
There.
I'm going to wear this hat backwards now. I think it looks great on me this way. Except maybe
Yeah,
that's
more
cool.
like this. That's
You look like a bully in a teen cartoon.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm the bully in the team cartoon. They call me Tails.
Tail.
Tail. Just
Okay,
tail,
this
not
got
tails.
off the rails.
Okay, that got off the rail. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you all next time. Bye.
Goodbye.